2018 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio car review. The good points of 2018 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio. Overachiever powertrain, Wagnerian exhaust note, racetrack watchy. The bad points of 2018 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio. Lower blowing, touchy brakes, Alfa's sketchy reliability history that the Stelvio has. Based around the same Giorgio architecture since the Giulia Quadrifoglio sedan, it borrows that car's 505 horsepower twin-turbocharged 2.9-liter V6, paddle-shifted 8-speed automatic, and cleverly named DNA Pro chassis control system featuring its dynamic, natural, which is normal, and advanced efficiency driving modes. As about the Giulia QF, there's additionally a fourth mode labeled race, which depends upon truth in. It switches off all stability and traction control enforcement. Speed parts. The big mechanical difference for that Stelvio QF by reviewing the sedan cousin is that it inherits the bottom SUV's all-wheel drive system, as the Giulia QF is rear drive only. The Stelvio system defaults to sending totally of the capacity to the rear wheels for most situations but tends to shuttle as much as 60% of the USB ports to the fronts when rear slip is detected during snow or rain, or with a racecourse. The QF's handling can be aided by way of a torque vectoring rear differential which could send 100% of the torque with the idea to rear wheel, as traction and driving modes dictate. Like the muscled-up Giulia Quadrifoglio sedan, the Stelvio QF's chassis is fortified with stiffer springs, larger anti-roll bars, plus more powerful Brembo brakes, 6-piston fronts and 4-piston rears, versus the beds-based car's 4-piston fronts and single-piston rears. Extra-large carbon ceramic rotors are an $8,000 option. Fat 20-inch Pirelli P0 summer tires specially developed to the Stelvio QF, sized 25545R20 front and 28540R20 rear, wrap-around spindly alloys inspired by vintage Alfa Romeo wheel designs. A host of thermal management components, including a range of coolers, heat exchangers, and hood vents, maintain QF from self-immolating when pressed into track use. Dressed and watchy. While the hardware promises racecourse capability, our 100-mile road drive northwest of Austin confirmed that is no strippy doubt, track day special connected with an SUV. It's a thoroughly equipped luxury SUV with everything from multi-adjustable power front seats to your standard 14-speaker Harman Kardon head unit. It's comfortable in addition to capable, friendly and also fiery. The QF's interior is really a lot better dressed than in the Camp Stelvio, as it ought to be in a vehicle that has a base valuation on $81,590, although that lesser model sets a reasonably low bar. At least the workaday Stelvio's chassis plastic bits are less obvious here, where there are better coverings everywhere inside the cabin, including smooth leather about the dash and doors, seat inserts of faux suede, and trim bits upgraded to real carbon fiber. An 8.8-inch infotainment screen operated with a rotary controller for the console is standard, and also the system includes navigation, Sirius XM, and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay capability. While not as overtly luxurious because the best interiors from Porsche and Mercedes-Benz, the QF's cabin is convincing enough for the sporting hauler whose impetus lies elsewhere. The QF options list is short. Decorative bits range between a panoramic sunroof to your pair of sexy but wholly unnecessary Sparco carbon fiber shelled racing seats. Adaptive cruise control and lane departure warning are optional, but the majority other active safety tech is standard. Choose between interior, exterior, and brake caliper colors and you're basically done. Clearly, this may not be a Porsche. it's all about the journey. As we made our way from the clots of morning Austin metro traffic, the QF was well behaved, even though it pulses with the undercurrent of athleticism and raw power waiting being unleashed, to be an NFL lineman ambling down a sidewalk. The exhaust note is surely an angry snarl, along with the 8-speed automatic shifts seamlessly. Response in the large column-mounted aluminum paddles is swift, which is accompanied by way of a satisfying chorus of braps and pops. Acceleration will come in turbocharged torrents. Alfa claims the Stelvio QF is usually a tenth of the second quicker to 60 miles per hour compared to Giulia QF, despite the fact that it's about 550 pounds heavier. Thank the all-wheel drive system, which gives more grip at launch. If that advantage applies in our testing, expect a 0 to 60 mph use of about 3.6 seconds. Top speed is often acclaimed 176 miles per hour on Texas Route 45, that has an 80 miles per hour limit. The QF loped along half asleep well on top of the posted speed, but a great prod in the throttle managed to make it take off just like a startled gazelle. Besides raw speed, the Stelvio QF provides a measure of on-road finesse. This is often a driver's car. Did we simply say car? Yes, it felt that confident about the smooth Texas trail on roads, slick because they were with rain and fog during our morning jaunt. It cornered with unwavering stability, seemingly stuck towards the shiny, wet tarmac, and displayed scalpel-sharp steering and little body roll. On the tighter elements of our drive route, the steering effort felt wispy and also the feel would be a bit distant. Switching to dynamic mode added some badly needed heft. The only demerits we are able to give the QF in daily driving were the engine's tendency to emit a bovine-like moan during low RPM cruising and also the brake-by-wire system's touchy low-speed response. Track right inside a tux. But no demerits accrue going without running shoes as a track weapon, only gold stars. We ran about 20 laps around the magnificent Coda course, flinging the Stelvio QF around at racing speeds, easily hitting 135 miles per hour about the back straight while using active exhaust available and emitting a demented howl. Switched into race mode, the QF's steering effort and feel amped up considerably and became satisfyingly communicative. Pressed to its limits, the hot rod Stelvio handled much such as a mid-size rear-drive sports sedan, roaring outside of tight corners featuring its tail slithering sideways, easy to rein in. Its well-balanced chassis forgave our ham-fisted control inputs even as we learned the track, and its brakes, using the optional carbon ceramics around the track cars, were faithful, powerful, and fade-free. It would have been a bravura performance that few Stelvio Quadrifoglio owners are ever going to experience their SUV so vividly is both expected along with a disappointing waste of automotive talent. But remember, this can be a vehicle with practical capabilities and, with the spine seats folded, 57 cubic feet of cargo space. It will reach dealers within the second quarter of 2018. And we expect several runs to IKEA and trips to get the kids at high school will be completed in great haste in SUVs wearing the fall relief clover badge on their own flanks, and by drivers wearing a wide smile.